What's up, everyone? So it's Monday today, and Monday is where we do mindset training. So today's live, we have Ashan here and me from Melbourne, and it feels good to be back in Melbourne, and feels good to be like doing what I do regularly and coming live and doing my things. So um, hope you guys are having the best day ever. And how are you doing today, Ashan? So how's things and how's everything?
Pretty good. I mean, it's a usual Monday,
Yeah.
but compared to the other months, it's not a busy month in December. But still, I have my personal work to be done, so just finishing them off. So a slow start for the morning, but hoping to end it with some fire.
Yes, definitely. So one of the things we actually realized is like our clients are actually still like making progress, and which is actually amazing. And like even today, I had a chat with a few, and did like live training there. And today's topic we want to talk about is actually how to build discipline in your fitness journey, because that's something like we all have a question about, right? Like you all probably have questions about like how to build discipline, because we talk about like having discipline, and we tell you like you need to have discipline in your fitness journey to like succeed, or like if you have discipline with whatever you do, and in order to succeed in that, like we talk about like having discipline, right? But nobody knows how to build it. So today we are going to give you like some key concepts with some examples, real life examples, and how you are supposed to be disciplined in your life, how to build it. So we all have in this thing called like reaching a certain goal in a certain time frame, right? We That's why new year's resolutions mostly fail, like within the first 2 weeks, because you don't see progress the way you want. One of the things you need to understand is the concept of delayed gratification, not instant gratification. So when I say instant gratification, you want to, let's say for example, you want to lose 20 kilos in 10 weeks time, or you want to get a six pack in a certain period of time, maybe 12 weeks or 16 weeks or certain period of time. You putting that number into that is actually you expecting instant gratification. So before you actually go into that aspect of like focusing on like putting a time frame, you need to focus on going through the journey first. So
Yes.
that journey is what actually builds discipline. So what you need to have in your fitness journey or in your life is actually um, delayed gratification. That's actually making sure you actually get things done today in order to like have a better tomorrow, taking day by day. Because fitness journey isn't going to be like this. Like even if you are starting a new year's resolution by the end of within 12 days time, today's 19th, right? So
Yeah,
31st,
something
we
like
have
that.
13
Yes.
days for new year's. And the reason why like all our clients have actually made like massive progress, like some of them have lost 30 kilos plus, is because they had delayed gratification. That's actually the one of the things we actually teach them, not to put a timeline into your transformation. If you join a 12 weeks program of ours, don't expect to reach everything within that 12 weeks period.
Yeah. True.
Have have a point, have a thing where you want to go from point A to point B, and once you go from that range, focus on going beyond that point. So what we teach in the 12 weeks program is actually making sure you go from point A to point B without suffering through the process. Like it might feel discomfortable, but it's not as discomfortable as many think it should be. Like for
Mhm.
example, cutting carbs, zero carbs, or none of that ever we do that. Like right, Asha?
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah. Go ahead.
even in the past, I think I only can speak for myself mostly.
Yeah.
Right, even in the past, the reason why I came up with all these fat diets, trying to fast and do keto at the same time, and doing all these unwanted things, is because I expected results way too soon. That's how
Yeah.
it is. I thought that, okay, if I fast this week, I might have my abs somewhere at the end of the month, and when that
Yes.
doesn't work out, I change into something else. So it turns into a mess when you don't play the long game. Okay, that
Yeah.
is what happens. So for years and years, I mean, towards the end, when it was in 2017, uh, I was actually sick of myself, trying to do all these crazy things. And
Yeah.
then, after I had my first chat with you, uh, after a while I realized, okay, whatever I wanted to achieve, I have to give myself time, because this
Yes.
way I will not destroy myself, but yet again I will have a very sweet victory after
Yeah.
many years, right? So and I'm not there yet, but still I'm okay to take my time. I'm okay to take 5 years, 6 years, or even 10 years, to win my pro card. It might come to me next year, I don't know, but yet again, I'm okay to take my time, because I know I'm only going to get better. And when you take the long game, it turns into a habit. Right now,
Yes.
it's a habit. Sometimes, me going to the gym and eating right, it's not about winning for me. It's just a habit for me now. So, and I'm
Yes.
very happy at that point. But I wasn't. I mean, I was questioning myself back in the day, but now I know that this is what is going to last.
Yes, definitely. So, like I said, like for our biggest example of our clients would be like the fact that Deshan took 5 years to get the pro card. So he wasn't expecting it like first year, like even though he almost won it first year.
Yeah.
It's just that he placed second in a lineup where the first person, like somebody else who won the pro card, like he became second. That's what happened. But 5 years later, he won the pro card. So that's actually one example we can give, like from one of our athlete clients who are athletes. And if you take the clients who have lost over 30 kilos, they didn't do it in 12 weeks time. 12 weeks time, it's like this. Like one of the mistakes I used to make is like the fact that like in 2013 or before that, the fact like I used to watch a lot of programs which are not customized on bodybuilding.com or websites, and I used to think like doing those exercise and doing that particular diet will help me get abs or will help me get lean, and it never happened. And all it did was a big mess, and I may have lost muscle mass, or I may
Very.
have shrunk a little, or things like that has happened. Like Ashan, you shrunk a lot, like doing fasting, right?
Yes,
Things like
I'm
that.
pretty sure I lost a lot of muscle. I would have been bigger than this if I hadn't gone through that
Yeah,
particular time period, for sure. Because I started lifting way back in
yeah,
2018, so I actually gained a lot of size before I started all this. Yes, it was
yeah.
good learning process for me, but I definitely lost a lot of muscle mass. I would have been much bigger if I hadn't done that, for sure.
Yes, exactly. So for a person who actually is like struggling right now, this is actually for you I'm talking to. So if you're over 100 kilos or maybe 80 kilos overweight or obese or something, don't have a goal of like reaching a six pack or like get abs or like have a summer body in 12 weeks
Yeah,
time. Focus on like the small things you need to change. Maybe it's just the fact that like you have a smoke when you wake up in the morning, like that's the first thing you do. Change that. Have
yeah,
a glass of water instead. Or maybe you're just sitting on the couch watching Netflix most of the time, like once you come home from work having a busy day. Change that. And those small steps, or maybe you don't walk whatsoever, so maybe park the car somewhere else and like walk towards taking
yeah,
groceries. Do that. Those are the small changes you need to make initially. That process will actually build discipline in the long run. That's what we are talking about. That's what you want to like hit the point, and that's what's actually going to build discipline. It's not about like, I know I wake up 5 a.m in the morning. Last few days I struggled because I had a
yeah.
28-hour flight, and it was
Mhm.
a pretty shitty one, and not a shitty one actually. Like having being on a plane for 28 hours is actually not a good thing. I'm never going to do that again. And
Yes.
yeah, so you probably, because I was having headaches and all of those things. So I was supposed to do a certain lift this week, which was like 182.5 on deadlifts. Like the gym doesn't have 1.25, so I had to go 185. So I was supposed to do it on Friday, but I didn't do on Friday because I gave my body a break that day, because I knew like if I go there today, it would be a big mess and I will be upset and I will not make it. So in order for me to like give my best, what I did was I took the day off
Yeah.
and took the step back. And the next day, I pulled 6 times, and that's the video you saw like this morning. Like there's a story behind it. So that happened because of discipline. Like that happened because of delayed gratification. So understand the concept of delayed gratification. So that's what's gonna help you build discipline in the long run. So And also the best examples we can give, like so many things happened yesterday, like in the world, like we can actually talk about this.
Yeah, yeah,
The person who won Mr. Olympia, first time going to Olympia, he didn't get his visa. And did he stop? No, he came back next year. Did he win? No. Next year, did he win? No. Year after that, no. But he won yesterday. So that's actually delayed gratification. So he had an outcome in mind, and he did what he had to do on a daily basis consistently. And that's what actually ended up getting him the Mr. Olympia title, right? And the football champions yesterday, like Argentina. So
yes.
Lionel Messi's last World Cup. So he tried it 5 times, and I think it was the fifth time. I'm not a football
Yeah,
fan, but
and he was actually in the finals in 2014 also,
yes,
right?
and he lost
So yeah,
against Germany. Yeah. So that was actually one other thing. So tried it every time, had an outcome in mind, and last World Cup he became the
yeah,
champion. So that was delayed gratification. He and didn't give up. He kept on doing it over and over again, and built discipline through that, and ended up in result was beautiful, right?
yeah. And
So
the
I
result is
think yes,
even great. I mean, you can even create a good movie out of it, because if he had won
yes,
all the World Cups few years back, it would
yeah,
have been just over. But
yeah,
it was great. I mean, I was supporting the opposition, but still,
yeah.
it was so nice to see this, ending this way. So it's
Yes,
great.
exactly. Exactly. So the reason behind that is because of delayed gratification, not expecting it
Yeah,
to be that, like on that particular day. So for myself, for example, I didn't win what I was supposed wanted to win last year, but did I give up, or like
no,
give up on like exercising or like doing this all altogether? No, I'm gonna come back next year and year after that till like I get what I want. So that's how I deal with it, and that's what actually has been like the reason why we have clients who are actually transformed permanently once they actually have
yeah,
transformed. So not focus on like instant gratification, focusing on delayed gratification. Like if you have an outcome in mind you want to achieve, do what you have to do on a daily basis. Small things, small tweaks actually make a big change. So though that's what we wanted to hit up today, and hope you guys enjoyed today's live and got value out of it. And is there anything you want to add to this, Asha?
uh, again, January 1st will not bring you discipline.
Yes.
That's all I have to say. That's something you have to bring it upon yourself. So since this topic is going around now, now is good, but in the coming weeks you will see a lot of new year resolution posts on social media. So
Yeah.
just don't believe it, because that's not going to bring you discipline. That's something you should create within yourself.
Yes, exactly. So this is why New Year's resolution fails, and this is why you need to start now. Now is the right time. It's not about restricting or like suffering through the process. It's about having a longer, happy, healthy life. In order for
Yeah,
you to have that, you need to build discipline through the process, and that will
exactly.
actually make, just think about the changes you will actually see around your life, like not have excuses, or like you will have a different mindset. Because I spoke to one of my clients today, and she has actually changed the mindset, like from saying no on week one a lot, and 24 weeks
Yeah,
later she's actually totally the opposite. So that's actually how we impact lives and how we actually transform people, not just the body, the mind as well, because that's the biggest important factor of a person. So that's it. That's all, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you got value, like drop us a comment or like share this live, and have a great day. Let's go. Let's dominate and be the best version you can be by taking actions today. See you guys.